The expected surge we've all been talking about at the U.S. Mexico border after the end of Title 42 restrictions, well, it is not what it was hyped up to be. Migrant crossings at the border have actually decreased over the last several days. That's according to Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas.
Yeah, Mayorkas says border crossings are down 50% since Thursday night. That's when Title 42 expired and Title 8 requirements took hold, which comes with stricter penalties for illegal crossings.
Well, fear potentially of those penalties is likely what's driving these crossings down. Still, asylum seekers are camping out there at the border with limited resources in hopes of their chance at a new life here in the U.S. National correspondent Maura Sirianni joining us now with what border officials expect to see in the coming days. Maura.
Yeah, guys, good morning. All eyes remain on our southern borders. We kind of just see how this continues to play out. But today marks day 4 since Title 42 expired. And while it's still kind of early, here's a look at the estimated number of daily migrant encounters at the border so far. These numbers are from DHS. So over the weekend, Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas said there were 6,300 migrant encounters at the border Friday and 4,200 on Saturday. Those numbers, he said, are about half of what DHS reported last week, leading up to the expiration of Title 42, when officials reported about 11,000 migrant crossings on both Tuesday and Wednesday of last week. Now, Title 42 has been replaced with the decades-old existing immigration policy that's called Title 8. Mayorkas also said there are now stronger penalties in place for those who try to enter our country illegally. Listen.
There is a lawful, safe, and orderly way to arrive in the United States that is through the pathways that President Biden has expanded in an unprecedented way. And then there's a consequence if one does not use those lawful pathways. And that consequence is removal from the United States, a deportation, and encountering a 5-year ban on reentry and possible criminal prosecution.
Over the weekend, President Biden said he believes the situation is going, quote, much better than expected, despite last week saying to expect chaos. Now, this as many Republican lawmakers continue to criticize the Biden administration's response. Over the weekend, guys, we saw Texas Governor Greg Abbott once again sending more busloads of migrants to Washington, D.C., undoubtedly to send a message like we saw him do back in December. Jay.
All right, Maura Sirianni reporting on the situation at the border. Thank you, Maura.